Well, here it is. It's time for, I almost went into an East Coast accent.
Here we are.
As soon as we started. Okay, we're going to do a little walk and talk here. We got Tyler Medaglia, this young upstart kid, 250 class rider. Man, Tyler, we got quite a few things to talk about. We have talked about a couple of these things already, but for people watching this who maybe haven't heard the story, I like this story because your team folded up last year. You're at home. What are we going to do? You literally got a text. Said repeat 2012 or something, was it?
Yeah, that was it.
That's what it was?
That's what it was.
And you right away?
Said yeah.
Said yes, right away.
Yeah, I called him.
Called him right back.
Called
Derek
him right
Schuster,
back.
we're talking about, the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing team.
I think I probably said like, yeah, let's do it. That was
Nice.
it. Just 2 texts, and then like he called me a couple days later.
Okay, so what I want to ask too is, so that happened. Well, again, we've talked about this already too, but not on a walk and talk. What were you going to do had this not happened?
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, there's no secret that I really love racing off-road and stuff, but I don't know, like I feel like I'm still competitive. I showed it last year, and even at the last race was the first time that
Mosquito on the microphone.
At Walton last year, I qualified first in both practices, so I still feel like and that was in the 450 class, and I still feel like I had the speed to compete, and I'm gonna be at the track anyways with Talon, so yeah, I might as well just keep giving her goes. And but really, yeah, I would have made it work on my own if I had to, and get some sponsors lined up, and it would have taken a lot of work, and who knows if it would have worked, right? I would have at least gave it a shot. So there was that. But it was a blessing that he sent me that, and just because of how everything, it's a very professional team, right? And the results kind of speak for themselves. So.
Okay, cool. So now you're on the team. You're here. When did you get here? When did you first get on the bike? I mean, I know you've had some 250s. You've been doing some off-road stuff.
Yeah.
When did you get here to actually ride race bikes?
I've been here I'll be here for just over a week. So I got so I got that going. Hopped on the race bikes, but I have a bike at home that was very, very close, I would say. Not maybe just a little less compression, a different fuel, but I've been on a good bike for at least a month now, so yeah.
Now we're getting attacked by mosquitoes here, but I'll explain why we're doing a little trail walk here in a minute, but we'll get to that. Oh geez, there's seriously mosquitoes everywhere here. Okay, so let's talk about this too, the 250 class. You 2-time champ, you want to be the first guy to get 3 if you can. I feel like at this point, until we see the gates drop and stuff, it could be you, like if we're talking about the whole series here, you and Kevin Benoit. We joked in the press conference there, the total age between 2 guys is going to be over 70.
Yeah, it's a wild story, and it's cool. And you know what, me and Kevin have had a good relationship, even when we were in the heat of the battle, whether it was on 80s or, when we first got to big bikes, then into the 450 class, because I moved up a little bit earlier than he did. But yeah, and then it's cool. It's kind of coming around first full circle, and like I said earlier, that for the amount that I ride, and I enjoy riding in the woods, and the 250s are just a lot of fun to ride, and I just it solidified my decisions. I did a local race on my 450, and sure, I can go a bit faster on it, and it's just more enjoyable. It's just a more enjoyable ride on the 250, to be honest, and just that was kind of the direction I wanted to go anyway. So.
All right. Now, do you think, obviously being in the 450 for so long, do you think you're going to be more able to use your experience, or are you able to switch gears and be that spaz on a little bike kind of guy? What kind of riding will you do on a 250?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a combination of both. I rode the 450 aggressive. But obviously with my experience, especially with, some of the unknowns, right? Like there's always unknowns. There'll be surprises regardless of what everyone kind of thinks going in. There'll be, kids that are going to be fast that, it wasn't expected. You're at this age, they're at like a lot of the 250 guys are at an age where like a year difference can make a big difference. So, Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to use my experience as a tool for sure. If I'd be insane not to. Like, I know the tracks better than most. There's a couple, like I've never been to Raymond or is it Raymond?
Lethbridge. Yeah.
Lethbridge.
Yeah.
I've never been there before. So that'll be, But as far as like just strategy and racecraft and stuff, that's gonna have to be my MO.
Okay, now obviously another thing that we talked about, some things that obviously need to be talked about, not that you would know, I guess, because you weren't here for it, but big changes. We got Chris Bondi Engines doing the motors and stuff. You were on the bike. I know, I think you said it felt pretty fast. How did the bike actually feel?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Obviously, it's the base package is we had to do quite a bit of trial and error stuff. But the thing with the Honda is the handling is unbelievable. So like we're about to get hit. Hang on, we got
this
riders.
was coming. Here we go. This will be good. It's all. Yeah. These are best when they go sideways. They got. Where are they?
I think they got to loop back around.
Did you see a rail? Well, he sounded like an East Coaster by.
Yeah. Look at you. Okay.
They're not. Maybe they're on a different trail. Who knows? Yeah. We'll hear them when they come.
So, didn't get that? No. Lost my train of thought now.
Engine, motor, bike.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's riding the finalized package. We did a little tweak with the ECU here today, but it's really, really good. So it's hard to, and then I mean, like, another thing too is Bondi did my engines when I was Talon's age. He did my 85s.
Wow,
and stuff. So
cool.
he knows exactly what I like. He's done my 450s in the past. So he knows my riding style and stuff. So it was a pretty easy transition for me. And like, we know him. He's from here. He's got a dyno. We're able to communicate, and it just makes sense.
Nice. Okay. Now, you mentioned Talon, so I want to talk about this before I forget. You did mention it in the press conference. So if you saw that, then this will be. You heard this already, but I thought it was a really cool story that you told. Was that, and I'm going to quote you was Talon's first pro race will be your last race.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That's a goal that's been, going through my mind because, like, I mean.
He's 13 now?
He's 12. He's turning 13. Yeah. So it's a very, reasonable possibility. And I mean.
Because you turned pro at 16, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking, I mean, that'd be the guess. Like, okay, if maybe he makes 3 more years, you're still going.
Yeah. Could do. And then still be able to show him in his, like, early, his teenage years, to keep him on the straight and narrow and show him like what you have to do it, right? Like I can still give him, even at the local race, I was, he was almost starting to like question some of the stuff I said. I'm like, well, pull up live laps. You see someone that's got quicker lap times, and then we'll talk, right? Or so once you start,
Dad doesn't know everything now.
Yeah, that's right. So that's, I got to make sure that he. And for me, it's good because I can point out dangers on the track, like square edges and stuff that I've gone through without knowing and just eating complete shit when it was completely avoidable if my dad was on the track. So, I mean, it would be a cool story. Like I say, if I feel that good and going on, but it's just things that you cook up in your brain.
Well, even if you're not racing full time, you could show up and do one and show up at a race. This is also assuming that he's going to turn pro. He's not going to be a pro hockey player. He's not going to, girls aren't going to get in the way.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's another thing that I need to make
that
sure
talk?
that talk. It's coming, right? Like, but yeah, even like I can see, even with Tiger, the young kid on the team, like he's still got his head screwed on straight. He's not like talking about chicks and that, and he's not always on his phone.
Talking about golf a lot, though.
Yeah, he loves golf. Yeah, and which is annoying because I dealt with the golf shit with Mitchell Harrison all the last couple of years. So, more of that. But
okay, so we're walking the trails here at Gopher Dunes. If you haven't been there, there's like great trails, quite a few kilometers here of trails you can ride. Tyler, obviously an ISDE guy, a trail guy. GNCC guy, you name it, he's done it. We're on the trail here. You're doing the quicksand cross country this weekend, right on these trails.
Yep, these very trails. We actually, I'm going to do the GoPro lap in the next day or so when they got most of the course finalized. I think there's going to be one blind section maybe, that nobody will know. But yeah, I'm excited for it. The Red Rider program, there's a fleet of bikes, so I can just hop on one of the RXs. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, I don't even need to source out a big tank. It's already got one on it, and don't need off-road suspension. So, because I was like, oh man, I only have my 2 race bikes here, and they're fairly firm when we're riding in the bush. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, so doing this for a long time, you've seen everything, you've seen everywhere. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like you're going, oh, I want to see the mountains, I want to see the West Coast. What are your travel plans this summer?
I'll be doing the back and forth thing.
Okay.
For me, yeah, like red eyes and stuff aren't ideal, but I really love this time of year. Like the summertime in Nova Scotia is unbelievable, and like just with my kids, and you know, you suffer through the spring, through the crap weather, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't wait to do this here and do that and take the kids here. And so I'll be going back and forth for sure.
Okay. Now I know, speaking with Tiger, he was going to go the AMO race was at Sandali this weekend, but it's been canceled. A lot of bad weather and stuff like that in the Ottawa area. Were you always going to do this cross country race? You weren't going to go. You know Sandali, obviously.
Yeah. Well, my dad was actually going to take Talon, so that was you know, the plans were kind of up in the air. But being that I was here, and yeah, I was staying here, and that was kind of the plan the whole time, that I was going to come and do the media day, do some testing, and then hit the cross country race. So yeah, I think I was gonna do, like, as much as I would like to go to Sandali and do that, I'm definitely excited to do a different off-road series. I've really only done you know, FMSQ in Quebec and the Corduroy, so I've never really done a whole lot of off-road stuff in Canada. So it's cool. It'd be cool to see the Off-Road Ontario format and different riders and stuff. So
Okay. What day is that? Saturday or Sunday?
it's both days.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
I was going to come. I don't want to have both days.
Yeah, pick the nicer weather day.
I guess so. All right, Tyler. Well, I appreciate. I mean, like looking back over our careers, whatever. Oh, here come the bikes. They're definitely coming our way now. I don't know. I don't even know if they are.
Yeah, they are.
But we've done some fun things. It's kind of fun to get out here on the trails. We are getting attacked by bugs here, though. I'm not enjoying that very much. But what else you want to talk about? You want to just wait till these guys come by? I'm just trying to lengthen this out until these bikes come by, because I think it'll be kind of funny. Oh, we're going wide. Oh, we're going wide. We're going narrow.
Going inside. Let's go inside.
Going inside.
We got riders.
Here we go.
We got 300. Oh yeah. Team.
Competition this weekend.
Couple TPI bikes. Ripping
There we go.
trails.
Nice. Oh, look at all. Like, no, of course
smell
there's
it?
mosquitoes. Look at the
Swamp.
swampland we're walking through.
Diggs was like joking around with me. He's like, "This is where we start the Blackwater something," and
Oh, more bikes.
yeah. And he's like, "Where do you think we should put the trail through?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was like, in my head, I was thinking, "Oh well, that's gonna come."
Look at the size of that mosquito on there.
It's got an Adam's apple. There we go.
Nice. All right, Tyler. Well, let's get the hell out of here. We got to get these mosquitoes are starting to get. They're getting the bald head. They like it. They
Yeah,
They
that's
see it, they go for
attracting
it.
them.
It is. It
Because
really
your
is.
bald head is getting me, but
I know.
I'm lower.
Okay, so let's just bottom line it here. Expectations this summer. What would we be happy with? What will you not be happy with?
Well, I mean, the goal is to win. I feel like it's what I want to do. But otherwise, like, of course, stay healthy. And yeah, just really enjoy it, you know. Like we've been seeing like some of the guys stepping away, and how they're, you know, saying that they
Are you at a point where you'll enjoy it if you're not winning?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I enjoy it. I mean, like, I've gotten this far, did all the preparation. I'm gonna go and ride as hard as I can. So I mean, really, the results are what they're going to be. Obviously, I have expectations for myself and what I believe I can do. But yeah, we'll see, right? Like, I think that I need to get good starts, and that's a crucial thing. And especially in the 250 class, the motos are shorter, and I've been working on it. So I'm ready to go.
All right, man. Hey, how's the cycling coming here? You still doing as much cycling? What are you doing?
This winter I did a bunch of road cycling in in Florida. But to be honest, I have zero motivation anymore to ride a bicycle. Like the last little while, I feel like I've suffered so much that like when I get to one, I'm just like the first like little bit of like, oh man, like this thing tortured me for years. So I'm actually been riding a lot of hard enduro stuff, and I get a workout and I get enjoyment out of being in the woods and cutting trails. So you know, using a saw and lifting logs and rocks and going exploring, and I've kind of just it's kind of where my training has gone.
Interesting. You're supposed to, when you get older and you're an old cyclist, you're supposed to be able to say you know how much pain you can take. It's not supposed to be something that chases you away. It's supposed to be your strength.
Yeah, no, I do, and I'm selective. Like I know that the nationals hurt, you know, 3/4 of the way. I'll enjoy that. I'll enjoy that hurt. I enjoy the, you know, the last. I know how much I can suffer in the last hour of a GNCC. So.
Any more of those coming up this year? Are you allowed to do any more?
Well, probably have to wait until the season's done, like the fall stuff, and then hop back into the enduro mode and stuff. But.
How about ISDE?
Oh yeah, I need redemption from last year.
Where is it this year?
Spain.
Ooh.
Spain, yeah.
Dry, hot.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all this stuff is always tentative, right? Like, it's kind of like you're just scheming and thinking that you know, it's obviously everybody needs to make plans and sort stuff out, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But to be honest, I'm really looking forward to getting going now. For nationals, I feel really good coming in. I've been, you know, there's been times obviously I've been a little bit distracted with off-road and stuff and maybe burning myself out, but I feel fresh. I really, like today, I was really happy with my bike, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, well, by the way, I apologize for later on when you're super itchy with these bikes. Look at the size of that one on my wrist.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, you said something else funny. We'll finish this up right now, though, but you said something kind of funny. You're moving down to the 250 class. You're really happy to get away from now your teammate, Dylan Wright, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's so hard to beat, and I've been racing him for so long. It's like I morphed from Cole turned into Dylan.
Right.
Really, like I could get. Well, Dylan is actually, I went when I went back to the 250s. He was there, and I got second to him then, and then got second to him, and he kicked my ass for a while. In the last couple of years, so yeah. But honestly, it's good. I have a lot of respect for him. Obviously, I've seen him grow up as a kid, and we've come from the same area, and we've always gotten along, and yeah, it's good.
Okay, sorry I lied. One more question. So all these guys that are coming up to talk about some of these new riders that are coming up to try to take a run at them, do you think anybody can? Say everything goes right with Dylan. Can anybody beat Dylan? That you've heard of the name so far?
No, but it's gonna be tough. I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it. I know how fast he goes, and especially when he's got a switch in his brain, like it's a crazy switch, and he knows how to hit the crazy switch.
So he'll admit that too, because somebody asked him if he's going to use his age and Colton asked him if he's going to use his age and experience, and he's like, no, I'm still that crazy young guy.
Yeah.
He thinks he is.
No, it's he's gonna be tough to beat. You know, and he's tenacious. He's
one of those guys, I think, when people say, do you like to win more or do you hate to lose? I think he hates to lose.
Yeah, and I think too he's so he's big and strong, and he can I've seen him so many times like let's say he catches me, I get a better start than him like usual, and he passed me like 18 minutes into a moto, right? Like I'm just think when I think I could get another moto win, boom, there he goes, and I see one side of his bike, I see the other side of his bike, but he just never hits the ground, and when he does, he just comes up from the dead and picks his bike up on his shoulder, and he's an animal. It's awesome.
Oh, it's cool. I think that's what everybody wanted to hear. That's how that's what we all think. I mean, again, I've asked you this before in our last podcast. I think we did, because you saw JSR, you saw Colton, now we got Dylan. You said you think he's probably the best you've seen, right, up here?
He is. Yeah. He is the best that we've had.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a pretty cool high note to leave it on. Tyler, I want to thank you. We're almost back to the van. I've had just about enough of these mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to act cool here, but I'm really kind of freaking out. And you've not stopped slapping your legs.
Yeah, no, it's we'll get some rhythm going here.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks again for a little chat there, a little
no
walk
problem.
and talk, and let's cut it out there.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Good luck. See you in a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, thank you.